Alright, what's going on YouTube? Today we're gonna be doing a number 3 guard against the grain. This like a go-to. He's going to be a Navy SEAL. That's what it is?
Navy diver.
Navy diver. That's correct?
Yeah.
Navy diver. So y'all gonna come across a lot of people like that, because what happens was usually, like, he's not the only one from the Navy that then came to me. He's gonna be new into the Navy, but really, I have people from like all over, from like different countries and stuff like that. They station in your state or your city, wherever you may be at, and they look for new barbers as well. And most of them have to get a lower cut. So this is kind of like a go-to. It's gonna be an easy kind of like, I guess you could say it's kind of like a buzz cut almost, for real. It's gonna be a real nice clean. It's like a next level buzz cut. You don't want to give them no average buzz cuts where everything just cut down. You don't taper them up or give them no lineup or nothing like that. So look, this is what we're about to do. You're about to shave everything against the grain with our level all the way closed with our 3 guard. Then we're gonna do a medium taper on the sides, a medium taper on the back. And we're also gonna do a medium taper on this side as well. As you can see, his hair looks all rough and you know, uneven, all that. You know, it's been about what, 2 weeks since he got a haircut. Yeah. And then we're gonna give him a nice little lineup. I'm gonna tell y'all little tricks on the lineup and stuff like that, cause usually straight hair people, they don't really get a lot of lineups, and this lineup is kind of going off to the side. So we're gonna get all that done. Cutting the hair down does allow us to lay the hair down a little bit more, as y'all can see. Let me let y'all see real quick. So I'm gonna show y'all that and what can help, you know, bring the hair out a little bit more, make the lineup show a lot more. So yeah, let's get into it. And I'm probably only gonna show y'all one side. I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna show y'all this taper part and the back taper, and just do this taper. Whatever I do to the back taper and the side taper on that side, on the right side of the taper, that's what I'm obviously gonna be doing to this side. So there's no need to worry about this side. I'm gonna show y'all the end product of that side at the end. But just to cut the video down to a manageable time so everybody pay attention, because y'all will watch this video all the way through. I know y'all love, I believe in y'all, and then y'all gonna like the video as well. So leave a like right now. Alright, to start the haircut off, what we're gonna do, we're gonna comb all the hair down. Boom. Don't really take too long to comb straight hair down or any type of hair texture. You might need to pick for more coarser hair. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna get our 3 guard right here. Hopefully y'all can see. So basically what we're gonna do, close the guard all the way with the 3 guard on out, and just go against the grain. Now what dictates what guard you want to use for this, whenever you're buzzing somebody's hair or anything like that, what dictates the length of the guard that you put on. Maybe that might come in, they might, from a previous barber, they might already know what length they got. But really, you always want to start off with the highest guard first. Let's say I'm gonna start off with my 8 guard, and I'm gonna start going against the grain with my 8 guard, and I'm gonna work my way down all the way to where I feel satisfied, until the client feels satisfied enough to where the hair is at a good manageable length. And this is a 3 guard right here, all the way closed. And because I know I cut the hair down with a 3 guard, whenever I'm doing a back taper or the side tapers, I know that the debulking process is going to be easy, because anything above a 3 guard will debulk it. The lever or the guard, let's say the guard, after a 3 guard is going to debulk the hair. So when I get done with my mid taper around this area, whenever you're doing a taper, you want to have this C cup right here. Anything but a high taper. A high taper starts right here and it fades up. A high taper doesn't require this C cup right here. But a low taper right around this area, or a mid taper right around this area, requires this C cup to be right there. And to make that C cup as relevant as possible, or to make this lineup in the back curve as relevant as possible, you want to leave as much hair right here in this area and as much hair right here. So whenever you're doing a taper, you want to keep it around this area. Let me show y'all a better angle right here. Around this area. You don't want to go and start fading way up here or way up there. Then it's going to look all tacky and weird, and you know, you want a nice clean flush taper look. Alright, so I wanted to pause before I get to the side tapers and stuff like that, well, the tapers in general. Now, as you can see, let me move him over a little bit. Put your head down just the slightest bit. You can kind of see that his hair is going this way. So whenever you cut the hair down, it's the 3 guard. I did switch to this one just to cut the hair down. We're gonna do the rest of the haircut with our clip lever system on our Barbers, but this is the wall seniors. When you go against the grain, you don't want to just go like this. You want to make sure you're going against the grain for this one part, because this hair does curve slightly to the side. So I just want to show and stop and show y'all that right there. And then you can do all the rest of the hair the normal way, straight to the back, because that's the opposite way, or the opposite direction where the hair growth pattern is. Whenever you cutting everybody's hair down, this is just specifically for straight hair and the buzz cut look, or the low look. We're gonna take it and go against the grain, but most of the time, for like, I want to say like, we're gonna say coarse-hair people or black people are more of a tighter curl pattern. They like to go with the grain whenever you're doing waves. I'm so sorry, but with the grain whenever you're doing waves. So that's something that y'all would consider whenever y'all having different hair textures. It is important to be able to cut multiple different people or multiple different hair textures, because it'll open your clientele base to where you can receive more money. And you're not limited only cutting, you know, one hair texture. You can cut everybody that walks in for real. Everybody that walks in your barbershop and your door and your suite or whatever, you're bound to make more money throughout the year, just because you have that one feature. And most barbers, that can set you apart a lot, because most barbers aren't able to cut every single hair texture, and some barbers can cut, you know, multiple hair textures, but it might not be the best. Me, I try to specialize in kind of like giving everybody that next level look, no matter what type of hair texture that you have. Okay, to start our taper off, what we're gonna do, we're gonna set in our first guideline with the lever all the way closed with our faders or with our clippers. We're not gonna use our trimmers. You could use your trimmers. I will give y'all a video where I use my trimmers as the first initial guideline, but this right here helps us with this first guideline, well, taking this first guideline out that was setting in. Usually whenever you're using trimmers, it's harder to take that line out, so we try to stay away from that, and we use our clippers, because whatever you put the line in with, you can take it out with, but it's harder to take the line out with a pair of trimmers. Now we're going to open up the lever all the way, create that first guideline. We're going to go up about an inch or a half of an inch, whatever your clients may have, and you kind of want to dictate the size of that first taper by the width of your client's neck, or how much hair they grow in the back. And he has a pretty decent, you know, width, and his hair grows back here, so we're gonna do an inch or a half an inch. What we did around an inch. Close it. Now we're gonna start our fade down process. We're going in the fade. I'm not going no higher than this line right here. I'm right below that, but I'm not way down here. I'm right here. I'm fading down everything right here right now. Then we're going to close the lever some more. Go down just a little bit lower than the line that we were just at. And fading down is a continuous process of just closing the lever and fading down, and then going more so down. Now we're down a little bit more. Boom. It's a very easy process, and it should help y'all not push the fade up too high. Now we're all the way closed. Now we can just point cut basically, so it don't interfere. Because remember, whenever we set in our first guideline, it was already closed. Now what we're gonna do, since we cut the hair down with a number 3, we're gonna use a number 4 and fade everything down. And we're keeping that same exact shape. And it's gonna be a quick process. Close the lever, go a little bit more down. Close the lever, go a little bit more down. Close the lever, a little bit more down. And we're fading all right here, all in this area right here. Not going too high, not going too low, because remember, we have to use the 3 guard, the 2 guard, the 1.5, the 1 guard and a half guard. Boom. Now we're at a 3 guard. Now we're gonna flick out. The reason why we use the number 4 guard is because his hair is at a lower length. We could use shears if we want to, but we don't have to, because we can debulk with the number 4 guard, because he doesn't have a lot of weight at the top. like we do with most regular, you know, straight hair that have the weight and the hair hangs over to the side, or maybe you might have a pompadour or something like that. Close the lever, going a little bit more down. And I'm trying to keep this whole entire process in now. Close the lever, a little bit down. And you could use all 5 levers for the click lever system. But me, since I'm a little bit more experienced, I really don't need it. As you get older, I guess more experience in your barber career, you won't need all of them. The 2 guard, lever all the way open. Whenever we start on with a new guard, the lever will be all the way open, always. And you always want to flick out because you are coming from a half guard all the way into a 4. So we want to flick out, basically just riding the hair up. Not all the way up here, we're not going way up here, but you're basically just riding it up into wherever that 2 guard just ended at. And we are keeping the fade in the same exact shape that it was just then. We're not going no higher, we're not making no, we're not fading it like this or fading it like this to the side. We're keeping the same shape as this first guideline until we meet up with that guideline, and then we're going to take that guideline out. 1 guard. Now we right here with the 1 guard, and we still flicking out. 1 guard, level all the way open, still flicking out. We making sure we move the chair so we can get all angles. We don't want to walk around this way, walk around that way. That increases the time of the haircut. So we stand in one spot, we brush it, and we moving the chair with the other hand. Or you can move the chair with your knee and have your hands still available to brush or the comb, whatever it may be. We're going to slightly take our half guard, same process, but we're only going to work to halfway. We're not going to close it all the way, only going to work to halfway, because halfway, I mean all the way closed, is basically like balding out the whole entire line. So all the way. At this point you can start brushing if needed or if you want to. There's a slight line. You obtain this by seeing this with your barber eye. Point cut, switch back, fade, close it some more halfway. Now we're going to point cut in all these little tiny spots. So real fast process, real easy haircut for real, if you understand what you're doing. That's our back taper right there. What we're going to do, we're going to make the side lineups and everything. I'm about to show you that real quick. Now before I start the lineup and everything, we're going to do the side taper. Basically everything that y'all just learned from this back taper, we're going to do it to the side taper. And it's going to happen real fast. Bald it out. Y'all already know the steps. Make sure y'all use the edges of y'all clippers, just so y'all not cutting unnecessary hair that you don't want to cut. Boom. Get that shape that you want. Start fading all that down. Boom. Next guard. Next guard we're going to move on to. We're going to start with our fading down process. Number 4 guard. All the way open till we feel like it's cutting hair. We're going to close it till we feel like it's cutting hair. 3 guard. Turn to the side. See how I'm turning to the side so it doesn't interfere with right here? Because really all this is not getting cut, just the hair right here. The comb or the guard is just a comb that feeds the hair into the clipper blade. Boom. 2 guard. All the way open. Use the corners of my clippers. Brush. Close it down a little bit more. Close it down a little bit more. And I can physically hear the hair getting cut while I'm doing this. Now we're at our half guard. So basically what we're doing, we're just moving down. Then we're going to use our 1 guard and our half guard. You could detail, halfway detail real quick inside the 2 area. Move down to 1 guard. Now we're at our half guard. Simple, easy steps. Wherever we left off with the 1 guard, we start off with a half guard at. Alright, but basically the tip I was telling y'all about, you can add a pencil. And you want to use a razor whenever you're doing a natural cut. And this gets to line up to pop out a lot more than what it would have. Just like I'm showing y'all right now. And just that right there will help your haircuts look a lot better. Just that one little thing right there. So this is a haircut right here. It's a nice clean haircut. Nice taper. It's a mid taper for real. The back. And this is using the same exact steps that I use on every single haircut. Everything is nice and clean. It kind of gets difficult when I first starting off. Hair like this, like the spikiness of it to where it's transparent. You know, it's lighter right here, but it's actually the same. Everything is out all the same exact length. But right here, it could get tricky sometimes, but it just, repetition I think it's called. Discipline. Working on your craft and stuff like that. But look, it's HYB. If you're not handling your business, do what you're doing. And we out.
Where you can always afford to be you to the max.